Hey folks, it's Thursday's Bible study. Here are the verses, Romans 8, verses 20 through 21. I'm going to read two different versions of this, First King James. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who subjected the same in hope, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of God. And here's what it says in the Message version. It says, that's why I don't think there's any comparison between the present hard time and the coming good times. That was a verse that was actually prior in the King James Version, but then it says this, the created world itself can hardly wait for what's coming next. I love that. Everything in creation and all the creatures are ready and can be released at the same into the glorious times ahead. Meanwhile, the anticipation deepens. Oh my goodness gracious. The world is even ready for Jesus to come back and create the new kingdom. Now, I don't say kingdom of God. I'm talking about coming back for his children and creating a millennial kingdom and then creating our eternity with him, praise God. I am so excited. I'm so excited about what's going to happen, and I'm probably going to live out my days, and Jesus may come back, but if he doesn't, I'm going to live out my days, and I'm going to anticipate the good things of God in heaven. I can anticipate them here too, but let me tell you what, the world is groaning. All the storms and all the different things that happen, the world is groaning because it is longing for God to set up an eternal world. It is so longing to be what it was meant to be. It hasn't been that since the fall of man. It is so longing to be what it was meant to be. The world itself, it says, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption. Everything, the reason that we devour one another, the reason lions devour other animals to eat, the reason that there's even the shedding of blood is because of the sin of man. And creatures itself, the world itself, everything is just crying out for what's going to be. I think about heaven and I think about all the cool things. And not to make light of this, I'm not trying to, but all the cool things that we're going to see. You see, in heaven, colors aren't going to be the same. You say, well, that's yellow and that's awfully pretty. We'll stop and we'll get the picture of a sunset. But that's not what the sunset was meant to look like. We think that's beautiful, but that's not what the sunset was meant to look like. Think about what it looked like before the fall of man. Oh my goodness. Well, that waterfall sure is beautiful. Well, yeah, it is, because that's what else we got to compare it to. But think about that before the fall of man. Think about all the things that are available to us today, and we look at. Think about, oh, well, listen, there are some people who stay fit in their physical fitness and stay fit and look at how well chiseled they are. But think about the human body. Think about what God was doing. Think about what God was doing before the fall of man with his creation. I'm telling you, folks, it absolutely amazes me to think about all the things that we're going to see once we get to heaven. Can you imagine the smells? I can't help it. When I get somewhere near a bakery, I have such the greatest time. I have the greatest time with the baking goods and I smell those cakes and I smell those cupcakes and I see all that's happening out there. I get so excited about, man, I can't wait to get a piece of cake. Those smells, but you know what? The smells in heaven are going to be so distinct. We're going to know there'll be beautiful smells. We're gonna smell the foods of heaven. We're gonna smell the beauty of heaven. We're gonna smell everything that can possibly be smelled is all gonna be a beautiful, beautiful smell. The smells we smell here are all have been diluted, and some of them are foul, and some of them become a decay, and some of them all these different things. These awful smells we smell, not in heaven. I'm talking about the smells and the colors, and everything is gonna be so intense and so beautiful. And I give God praise for that, and I can't wait. Even creation is waiting. Everything in creation and all the creatures are ready and can be released at the same time into the glorious times ahead. Meanwhile, the anticipation deepens. It's not just us who are looking forward to this. It is the planet, not to give it a soul. I'm not trying to do that. But Everything is waiting for God to do something amazing with it. The smells and the taste. Think about the joy. Oh, I get so excited about this and I get so excited about that. Folks, you haven't experienced joy until you get there. When you finally are in His presence, you'll realize what real joy is. See, you've been experiencing a lesser kind of joy. You've been experiencing a lesser kind of joy. It may be ecstatic to you and you think, I can't get any happier or more joyful than I am right now. That's not true. When you get to heaven, it's going to be a whole lot different. It's going to be a whole lot different. It's going to be more joy than you've ever experienced in your entire life. And I'm telling you, it's going to be more intense than you could ever imagine. Every single thing is going to be better and more beautiful and you more passionate about it. I can't wait. There are things I want to see. I want to see loved ones. I certainly do. I want to see loved ones, but I'm going to be more excited about seeing them than I ever would have been on this side because it's just the way it's going to be. There's more joy. There's more peace. There's more kindness. There's more goodness. There's more of all of those things. The fruits of the Spirit. There's more of that and more intense. More intense. Gold is gold, or yellow is yellow, more yellow. Red is a real red, not this dull red that we think is so beautiful here. I'm telling you, every single thing God created is going to be that much more intense and that much more beautiful. Even the creatures of this time are longing for when things can be like they're supposed to be. Praise God. I'll see you next time.